They say podcasts are going to replace books. I don't know about that, but I do think TRS Clips will assist your learning process. Spicy question.
Yeah.
Feel free not to answer.
Yeah,
Feel
yeah.
free to go as deep as you wish.
Yeah.
The world of Hollywood, Bollywood, Tollywood, Nollywood, all these places. Is there rampant steroid use?
It's also in the sports world, if we're going to say that.
Wow, really?
It's also, see, it's everywhere. And we can't actually say that. Yes, it is. I wouldn't say rampant. It's cut down. Hugely. How do I know that? Because we have so much of Bollywood, so many football players, A-listers, cricket players coming to us. They want to do it the right way. So it is changing. Maybe this was the case a couple of years ago, but people are like, Luke, I don't want to do it this way. I want to do it. We have film producers calling up and saying, Luke, we're sending you these clients. They want to do it the natural way. Can we do this? How long do you think it will take? So there is a change. The bigger problem are the average Joes. Not Bollywood, Hollywood. It's the people who have excessive money who can go and buy these things. Normal people, office-going people.
But that's because they're influenced by the culture.
Absolutely.
Why did you mention sports?
Because we have sports people. In between, they want to look good. Because today, you're getting all of your contracts and you're getting all of your social media ads and your ads based on also how you look, right? So they want to maintain bodies right through. And it's an easy way, right? A lot of people today don't want to put in the hard work. That's why there are good players and great players. And then there are mediocre players and players who die out, in 1-2 years. Because it's lacking the discipline, hard work.
And it definitely affects your performance positively. As in steroids can
Absolutely.
Your reaction time, the amount of power you can generate in a shot.
That's why it's banned in sports, right? Because you can lose an entire game because of that.
You think people get away with it?
I don't know. I think it's become much more stricter. But today, at this point in my life, with what's happening in the world, I believe that ethics is at its lowest. People can get away with anything today. The largest organizations, when you look at frauds happening in companies where you would never dream it can happen, what hope is there for, everyone else? It is possible because there are weak links everywhere.
Back when we used to just create fitness videos, I knew that the audience wanted to know a lot more about Bollywood steroid use. And a lot of other fitness YouTubers are also making videos around that. When I actually got into reading about steroid usage, what I figured is there's a technique to do it.
Absolutely.
And you can do it and still in the long term remain healthy if you follow that technique.
Absolutely.
I have a couple of questions for you. One, let's just shed some light on this correct technique of using steroids. Because in some cases, it can even boost your health.
Correct.
Which is strange to say, but there's science behind this.
No, it can. I mean, let's go into the medical world. You'll use a steroid to actually help you relieve a pain or relax your immune system when it's autoimmune and it's attacking you and causing a potential damage. So a steroid is good and is bad. So it can definitely bring a lot of improvement. I know some people who were using it for their livelihood. I mean, because they had to build a particular body and all of a sudden their skin issues disappeared while using it. Why?
Skin issues like?
Like they had like a patch of dark skin or psoriasis or eczema or a patch on their neck. It disappeared while they were using a steroid because the steroid actually relaxed their immune system, which was actually causing the skin issue.
Gotcha.
So see, there's a right way. There are right people. There are sports nutritionists and physiologists who are trained on tapering it off. A steroid has to be tapered off. It has to be gradually, built into your system. You have to do your ECGs, your 2D echoes to check, how it's suiting you. It has to be in relation to how much of weight you're lifting. So there is a science behind it. And that's why they can come out of it the safe way.
Yeah.
And then there's a break system for them to clean out their systems and stuff like that. So that's how it is.
Again, I'm oversimplifying a very complex topic, which we actually covered in the video. We'll link that below. It was the whole steroid angle in terms of how do you do this, what's it called? Post-something therapy, post-steroid therapy.
Yeah, that's your tapering off. When you finish, how you're flushing out your system.
Yeah, so the whole flush out. So we'd made a detailed video on it. Long story short, when you put a steroid inside your body, and please correct me if I'm wrong, Luke, you're the expert here. When you put a steroid inside your body, it's also kind of creating a bit of a load on different organs of your body, including your scalp, including your hairline, etc. You need to take medicines that will balance out those bad effects while you're on steroids or while you're coming off. So that's the kind of medical side of steroids. Then there's whole nutrition side where it basically what it does in your digestive system is that it gives you an ability to increase your protein absorption.
Yes, it does.
So you can probably say if in a non-steroided body, in a natural body, maybe you're capable of absorbing 200 grams of protein, which is still a huge amount of protein. With steroid use, suddenly you can absorb 400 grams, which is double. So obviously your muscles are kind of getting more fuel. Third, your muscle recovery is much faster. And 4, normally when we're training people, when we're putting them through weight training, we stop our workouts at maybe 1 hour, maybe 1.5 hours sometimes. Because post that 1.5 hour mark, cortisol levels spike up in your bloodstream, which is your stress hormone. And it actually does more damage to your process of gaining muscle than, the effort you put in to gain the muscle. But once you're on a steroid cycle, I believe it kind of alters your cortisol levels in such a way that you can take your workout to
2.5, 3 hours easy. Yeah.
And therefore you're putting in more load in the gym. You're fueling it with more protein, and you're medically balancing your body out.
Right.
So is this like a raw kind of...
Yeah, see, it is indirectly. Okay. Like, see, if you and I are not taking steroids, which we don't, our body's producing steroids in its own way. That's how people realize you can pharmaceutically make a steroid, because it's in the body. We have receptors, right? Now, the moment I start taking external steroid, there is a burden, because my kidneys have to work better. My liver, my heart, your heart rate goes up when you take steroids, which is why you need to do an ECG, you need to do a 2D echo. So I have clients, obviously because of my clientele, who do it, but they're doing it the right way. So while they're on a steroid, my job is to look after the side effects, make sure they're prepared to take it. They've gone through all their tests, help them in the flushing process so they don't lose their hair. A lot of people today, you'll see young people pumped up with blotches of, missing hair. Okay, because like you said, the hairline. But while they're on it, we're calculating the amount of biotin that we need to give them, which is needed for hair. So every medicine, so that's what we do. Integrative medicine is, you need chemo, take it. But we need to balance the side effects. While chemo's flushing out A vitamins and B vitamins and whatever, and class A proteins, we need to be putting it back in your system so that the chemo is only for your cancer and it's not destroying you in any other way. So it's the same thing with steroids. It's managing the side effects with nutrition, lifestyle, and sometimes certain medications as well have to work with steroids.
Yeah, I kind of feel bad for the acting world sometimes. And this is both, I'm not just talking about India, I'm talking about the world. We know that top international movie stars are definitely on some sort of cycle. I think if you gym enough, you get to know who's using it versus who's not. But I don't blame them, because there's so much pressure for looking good all the time.
And it's their livelihood. And think about it. And then the question comes is, then how do they take it and they're still living strong? Their mindsets also are very powerful. They know that I need to do this. And see, whatever you put intention with, Ranveer, it works for you positively. I am a firm believer of the power of the mind. So I'm putting an intention. I need this body because my job is entertainment. I want to run this script and create this movie. I'm not doing it with the intention that, I want to pick up girls. I want to pick up guys. My self-worth is so low, so I need to look big. That's wrong intention. And the people getting hurt with steroids and all of this stuff are the people with low self-worth and the wrong intention.
You mean the everyday Joe who's probably just doing a corporate job but wants to go through steroids
because
to
they
look
believe
hot.
that I need to have a body like this to attract a girl, or a girl believes I need to be skinny thin for guys to love me. I'm giving you examples, both sides. But that thought comes from a space of low self-worth. My intention is, once in my life, I want to look good. I want to feel how it is. Right intention. That's it. One life. Try it. But the point is, when your intention is misplaced, that's when, again, disharmony, discomfort, disease. It comes down to intention.
What do you have to say to college kids who are thinking about going on a cycle?
See, definitely no. Absolutely not. Unless you're a college kid who's moving into now, 16, 17-year-old bodybuilding and stuff. Even then, you can't do it, because for bodybuilding, you're not allowed to use these things anymore. My point is, why? If we had to do statistics, I can bet on this. We've not done the research, but tomorrow if we had to fund a research project that are the biggest, fittest bodies, okay, the ones who are in happy marriages, happy relationships, having the best sex and having the best girls, the answer will be no, but it's a perception. Every college-going kid thinks, the girl thinks I need to be this way to get love. The guy thinks I need to have this body to get love. It's true. It's absolutely false. It's a perception. It's a perception. And then when you see a really obese guy with a beautiful girl, what's the perception? Oh, he has a lot of money. No. When you actually speak, because I have clients like that. And the point is, he's got a heart that no other of the fittest guys had. I feel loved. I feel cared. Great. Doesn't matter how he looks. Evolved woman, evolved man. So these are perceptions that if you put the numbers, it's impossible. But otherwise, tell me, every second body on Instagram, 6-pack abs, beautiful figure, they should be having the best looking partners in the world. They should be the happiest people. They should be like having tons of people who want to marry them. But why doesn't that happen? Because it's not about that. The psyche of a man and a woman, a girl and a boy is not based on that. That's what the movies are made us believe, songs and society. It isn't that way. Absolutely far from it. If you sit down a girl and actually ask her what she wants, you'll find a wannabe girl who will tell you everything that society wants to, that she's observed from society, or you'll find a wannabe guy who will speak from the basis of being a puppet. But if you sit down with a girl and a guy and you truly ask them what they want in a boy or a girl or a man and a woman, you'll be surprised at what you hear. Surprised. Now that has to be education that goes out to kids.
Thank you for watching this clip. If you want to learn more about this topic, we've curated a playlist just for you. And here's a link to the whole episode.